This is the BBC.
Oh, you admitted that. 6 months hard labour to be done in 12 monthly instalments.
I shall appeal.
Very well. Release and bail are 5 long twisted things with holes in the end. Next case.
A mental picture of the Goon show.
What? Sentenced to half an hour a week on the electric wireless. To commence this week with Wings over Dagenham.
Hear that stirring music, folks. It was specially composed to give you a mental picture of an aeroplane carrying supplies to the besieged garrison at Fort Spawn in 1902, 1 year before the invention of the aeroplane.
Yes, we of the besieged garrison were grateful for that mental picture of an aeroplane bringing us supplies. We prayed for the day when someone would invent one and save us all at Fort Spawn.
Little did he know, poor fellow, that in a shed off Lyle Street, a genius in grease-stained evening dress, assisted by a dour Scotch gentleman in a grease-stained body, were at work on a strange and wondrous grease-stained machine.
Ying tong ying tong ying tong ying tong ying tong ying lai po. Ying tong ying tong ying tong ying tong ying tong ying lai po. Ying tong ying tong ying tong ying tong ying tong ying lai po. Ying tong.
Baptism! It's finished!
Oh, thank heavens for that. I couldn't remember any more of the words.
Remember you Scottish actor here. Fred Chislehurst. No, my masterpiece. This apparatus.
Oh, if it's not a rude question, sir, what's it supposed to be?
I wish I knew. I'd feel much happier.
You said it was to be a mangle.
Yes, I know, but I added a bit here and a bit there. It got completely out of hand.
I'll tell you what, man. You get in the seat and I'll swing the propeller.
Mad impossible. But as you wish.
Contact!
Dad, you've invented the method for starting an aeroplane.
Contact!
What shall we build now?
Mr. Seagoon, did you not notice? A moment before it fell to bits, it rose 7 feet off the ground.
Correction, 5 feet. 2 of those feet were mine.
If you ask me, sir, we've invented the hairy plane.
Hello?
I hear you've invented the aeroplane.
Who's this speaking?
The Air Ministry.
Air Ministry? How are you off for air? Air Ministry, how are you off for air?
Listen, little square pudding. The question is, how are you off for air?
I'm just full of it.
So I've heard. It's all very well saying that, Neddy, but if you've invented the aeroplane, you all need air to fly it in. And we are the sole agents.
You low-down, thieving, twisting, stinking spiv.
I see you're a wit as well. Well, flattery will get you nowhere. You get your machine finished and we'll come round and see you.
Right. Finished.
And only just in time. Moriarty, there it is.
Oh, it looks like an airplane.
It smells like
And
one.
furthermore, it tastes like an airplane.
Let me try a slice. Neddy. That aeroplane is beautifully cooked.
Yes. We've had it in the oven all night.
Splendid. Now, Neddy, what does this aeroplane do?
It flies.
It flies?
You realize that this means the end of the horse-drawn Zeppelin.
Tempus fugit, Moriarty.
What? To that I can only say, key double. What to say, Alec? Il feri don seti galere. No fighting, please, you intellectual gentlemen. What?
Just sign this document, Neddy.
Used to the heir over Lyle Street, £10, 17 shillings a quarter, payable in monthly instalments of £50 a year per week. That seems remarkably cheap.
Thank you, Neddy. Now, don't forget, when you want to fly, just phone us up and we'll have the air fixed in place over Lyle Street immediately.
Well, I'd like some air right now.
Max Gilderay, start blowing blue jeans.
Get some brandy.
That music was designed to give listeners in the Lake District a mental picture of Max Gilderay playing a nude mouth organ. Now, here is a piece of music to give you a mental picture of the Air Ministry.
Oh, folks, that music is supposed to give you a mental picture, which means the end of the horse-drawn Zeppelin. Oh, why did I end up ying pong like another word that I can't think of my
Quiet, Moriarty. I'm just getting a mental picture of Goon opening that door.
Gentlemen, I'm in terrible trouble.
He's going to say.
Gentlemen, I'm in terrible trouble.
You were right.
My aeroplane won't take off in Lyle Street. Just as the plane starts to gain speed, the lights turn red.
Oh. Neddy, what you need is a new modern type taking off aerodrome.
Yes, tell the orchestra to give us a mental picture of a meeting of aerodrome inventors.
Here it comes. Flying Cluster, move on. Flying Cluster,
We get paid for this, too. Gentlemen, Mr. Gritpipe Tyne has called this mental picture of a meeting at the request of the beleaguered garrison at Artispan.
Yes, gentlemen. I have just returned from the very thin of the fray. Hodspawn will fall any day now.
But we've just had it wallpapered.
That's no use, I tell you.
Double strength.
The defenders are weaponless. Some swine sold the men's rifles to the enemy for £10,000.
How much?
Just a minute, I'll count it again.
You mean...
Yes, £10,000.
You mean that those men have only got bullets to defend themselves?
Yes.
Gentlemen, build me a taking off type aerodrome, and I will fly out rifles in my newly invented aeroplane.
Mr. Dagenham, I have got here the plans of my proposed portable aerodrome.
Let's have a look. What do you call it, Mr. Crumb?
Croydon Airport.
And where are you going to build it?
At Croydon?
I say, how splendid. That'll save changing the name.
Now then, is there any questions?
And how are you going to build this aerodrome?
I was going to build it flat.
Does that mean aeroplanes can land on it?
Well, now that you've asked me a straightforward question, I have no option but to give you a direct answer. What was the question again?
Does that mean aeroplanes can land on it?
Land on what?
The aerodrome.
Oh, am I building one of those?
Yes, and you're calling it Croydon Airport.
Splendid. Then I can build it near Croydon.
The very place for it.
Yes. Now to finance. Apart from the aerodrome, we shall need £5,000 for the hangars.
I'd rather hang my coat in a nail.
Mr. Crown was referring to airplane hangars.
Will my aeroplane need a hangar?
It would lose its shape hanging on the nail, you know. Got to have the drape built in the drape. But
Well, Mr. Crumb sounds like our idiot. What salary would you like?
£10,000 a year?
Who'll second that?
I will.
Right, those in favour, raise their hands. Come, Mr. Crumb, you can't vote for yourselves.
I'm not.
Then why are you holding your hand up when you... I see.
He's gone, of course, to give the workman a mental picture of what he has in mind.
And if listeners in Croydon in 1902 will open their windows, they'll be able to hear a mental picture of the portable aerodrome under construction.
Pardon me, boy, where do you want this load of 500-ton iron girders?
Well, I think you better put them in the safe. You see, there's been a lot of pilfering lately.
Right, Di, see me back, will you?
Okay, Doy. Come on now. Look you, Doy. Husband, Bart. Abaga Bunny. Look you now. Leak. Cardiff Docks. Swansea Docks. It's no good, folks. I can't keep up this action any longer. I'm not a watchman at all. I'm the famous Eccles.
You'll get my fist on the back of your famous filthy nut if you don't hurry up.
Okay, get this lorry back. Come on, back now. Come on. Back, come on. Steady. Left hand down. There you are. Right hand. Right and up. Come on. Come on. Right hand. Left hand. Middle. Come on. Come on now. Plenty of room. Come on. Come on. Okay, that's enough.
You tell thou stupid, half-witted, useless, jumped up, never come down, idle, delicate twinnick.
If I get my hands on you, I'll beat all the sawdust out of the sticks that I use. You'll be strong and hard with an inch in your waist. You exercise another 2 hands.
No, look, you. Don't you.
Shut up! Let that be listening. Let that be listening.
Never mind talking that racket of me, Eccles. Great news! Oh. The lights turned green in Lyle Street and my test pilot finally got the plane off the ground. What a strange.
Oh, you got to stop him from landing. The aerodrome's not quite ready yet. We haven't started.
Right. But Chisholm, contact the plane.
He's on the phone now, sir.
Right. Calling B4. Calling B4. Hello? Control calling B4.
Hello, Captain.
Is that you, B4?
Yeah,
Why didn't you answer me, B4?
because I didn't hear you before.
Listen. Warning. Do not land at Croydon Airport because it's not there yet.
Right, then.
Now, what is your exact position?
I'm lying on my side with my knees drawn up under my chin.
Why?
I'm at home in bed.
You fool, McChisholm. You got the wrong number.
Hello. I'm calling the proposed Croydon Airport.
That's my pilot now. That's my boy. Hello there. Don't land.
I can't land.
Why not?
I haven't got enough petrol.
Gus.
I tell you must get liquid petrol up to me or I'll never play the violin again.
Why not?
It's a petrol-driven violin, do you hear?
Horrors, heroes, hurrahs, horrors, horrors. The world's first horseless aeroplane trapped in the air. That music was intended to give you a mental picture of a change in plan.
Yes.
Thank you. With the shortage of petrol, the invention of the aeroplane had to be delayed.
Yes.
Thank you. But still the burning question was to get guns to the garrison of Fort Spawn.
Yes.
That would have it, gentlemen. I got here the plans of a steam-driven rocket.
Yes.
That will overcome the petrol shortage. We'll build one right away. I suppose this means the end of the horse-drawn Zeppelin.
Ah, well, Moriarty, et sequitur ad nauseam, Spawn.
Ow. You got to go. Ow.
Oh, Moriarty, now stop plugging your record and remain silent while I plug one of mine. Do you mind? It's the rockin' and rollin' and rollin' and rockin' and rollin' and rockin' and rockin' and rollin' and rockin' and rollin' and rollin' and rockin'. That rockin' and rollin' man, that rockin' and rollin' man, he can play rock and roll like no one can. The Rock of Gibraltar, the rolling tide, there must be a little of each inside that rockin' and rollin' man. That rockin' and rollin' man, he can play rock and roll like no one can. He's made a new record and it's the tops. They can't get enough in the record shops. It's the rockin' and rollin' man. That rockin' and rollin' man, he can play rock and roll like no one can. With just a guitar slung around his neck, he'll start you a rockin' till you're a wreck. That rockin' and rollin' man, that rockin' and rollin' man, he can play rock and roll like no one can. To the quickest and rock to the slows, and dig that message from the man who knows. That rockin' and rollin' man, that rockin' and rollin' man, He can play rock and roll like no one can. Open neck shirt, blue suede shoes. Except for your weight, you got nothing to lose. That rockin' and rollin' man, that rockin' and rollin' man. He can play rock and roll like no one can. Hey, get hold of your baby, swing her around. You'll be a part of that real gun sound. That rockin' and rollin' man, that rockin' and rollin' man. I ain't got nobody. He's rockin' and rollin' and jumpin' and jivin'. He can play rock and roll like no one can.
Ladies and gentlemen, that sound was specially recorded to give you a mental picture of the records that they're playing at the besieged garrison of Fort Spom.
Never mind, folks. If you were in this BBC studio, you'd see, apart from the tatty curtains, bare floorboards, and outdated gilt scrollwork specially commissioned by the corporation, a large steam-driven rocket. Oh. Well, now gather round, early British aviators. Early British, rhubarb, early British rhubarb, rhubarb. And
pardon me. I'm from the Geographical Society. May I come along to your flight so that I can photograph the Earth from a great height?
Whatever for?
Because, sir, there are some stupid fools who are still arguing whether the Earth is round or flat.
And so?
I'm going to prove to them that it is flat.
Prove the Earth is flat? What a waste of time.
Why?
Everybody knows it's flat.
Yes. But there are idiots in this world, you know.
Have you met them?
Met them? I listen to you every week.
Folks, that card was to give you a mental picture of a steam-driven rocket about to take off. What a thrill for you all.
I'm broccoli, land of my dreams. I travel the road in broccoli. Oh,
here, Eccles. What? Let me help you with that flange. There. That's good enough.
Oh, trying to get it on.
Gentlemen, I've been driven here from Reigate to Sabich Line. The rocket is ready.
He's going in the direction of down. Now, right, about this rocket, gentlemen. Now, who knows how to drive it?
Drive it? Good heavens. You're not going to let a little thing like that stop us?
Of course not. We can decide who's to drive when we're up there.
Yes. Will you draw lots?
I can't draw lots. I don't even know what shape they are.
Shut up, Eccles.
Shut up, Eccles.
Ah,
gentlemen, one thing, gentlemen. May I take an Arab stallion on board with us?
You filthy swine.
What?
Whatever for?
Whatever for? To prove that the horse still has its place in air travel. Especially if it pulls a zeppelin.
Yes, and I'm taking an elephant.
Are you mad?
Of course I am. You don't get normal people taking elephants on rockets, do you?
Well, he'll have to travel third class.
If you wish.
Who's going to be at the controls when we take off?
Well, which way are we going?
Up.
Oh, I'll drive. I know that way.
Stout fella.
Me a stout fella. You'd make two of me.
I'll make two of you. Give me that axe.
What? Get away!
Yes? Right. Gentlemen, the garrison at Fort Spawn are desperate.
Ha-ha-ha-ha.
Yep. We must take off at once. Rifles on board?
Yes.
Right, close Prince doors. Prince doors closed.
Prince doors.
Goodbye. Secure port. Secure port. Close all berths.
Need applause.
Blue button, fasten your belt.
Well, Captain.
Your trousers are falling down. Close steam. Exit the power.
Take apart.
Panic.
Panic.
Right.
Column back, Tanner. Right.
Cut the string. Ben, put on your pressurized shin pads and switch on oxygen. I'm going to accelerate to 30 miles an hour.
Don't be a fool, Goon. No man can live at that speed.
Hang on!
Oh, steady! Steady, you demon of the speed! Beware! Observe, the wallpaper's already coming away from Blue Bottle's hat.
Could you slow down just a bit here? I want to take that photograph of the Earth.
Oh, here. I just saw the Earth in the clouds.
Did it look round?
Yeah, but I don't think it's for me.
You're right, Eccleston. Look, there's the besieged fort spawn directly beneath us. Quick, parachute the rifles down to them.
Rifles away.
They've got them.
They're loading them.
They've fired.
The enemy are all dead. Success.
Curse, this is the end of the horse-drawn Zeppelin.
And it's also the end of the horse-drawn Goon show. Good night.
Good night.
That was the Goon Show, a BBC recorded program featuring Peter Sellers, Harry Seacombe and Spike Milligan, with George Chisholm, the Raven Quartet, Max Deldrain and the orchestra conducted by Wally Stock. Script by Spike Milligan and Larry Stevens, announcer Wally Speedspade, the program produced by Pat Dixon.